You ever notice how some months you look like you're doing great, but your bank account tells a completely different story? Like, you've got the nice car, the new phone, the clean outfits. You go out, you keep up, you don't look broke. But then your tire blows out, or your rent goes up, or your credit card balance hits a number you don't even want to look at. And suddenly you realize you look rich, but you don't feel secure. If that made you uncomfortable, good, because that feeling right there is the exact problem. My name's Kyle, and I spend way too much time thinking about money, personal finance, and why people with good incomes still feel financially stressed. If you're someone who earns money, pays bills, but still feels like you're falling behind or one bad month away from disaster, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. All right, let's talk. Part 1. The most expensive game people play. Here's the thing. Most people aren't trying to get rich, they're trying to look rich. And those two goals, look rich versus build wealth, are not just different, they are opposites. Looking rich is loud, wealth is quiet. Looking rich is financed, wealth is owned. Looking rich needs validation, wealth needs margin. But social pressure makes this incredibly hard to see while you're inside it. Part 2. The data nobody likes to talk about. Let me give you a stat that explains almost everything. According to the Federal Reserve, nearly 60% of Americans earning over $100,000 still live paycheck to paycheck. Read that again. 6 figures, still stressed. This isn't an income problem, it's a behavior problem, and is fueled by comparison. Part 3. The psychology of looking successful. Here's what most people don't realize. Your brain is wired to prioritize social survival over financial logic. Thousands of years ago, fitting in meant safety. Being excluded meant danger. So when you see friends upgrading cars, co-workers traveling, people online flexing lifestyles, your brain doesn't think, is this financially optimal? It thinks, do I belong? And that's how people making good money end up broke. Part 4. The car payment trap. Let's talk about the most common symbol of fake wealth, cars. The average new car payment is now over $730 a month. Let's do the math. 730 times 12 equals $8,760 per year. Over 5 years is $43,800. And that's not including insurance, maintenance, or depreciation. Now here's where it gets really interesting. Instead, if you invested $730 a month at 7% return, after 5 years, around $52,000. After 10 years, around $126,000. After 20 years, around $380,000. Same money, completely different life. One gets you compliments, the other gets you freedom. Now, you might be thinking, Kyle, I work hard. I deserve to enjoy my money. Look, you're not wrong. The problem isn't enjoying money, it's enjoying it before you can afford it. There's a massive difference between buying something because it fits your budget and buying something because it fits your image. One is intentional, the other is emotional.
Part 6. The credit card illusion. Credit cards make this worse because they disconnect spending from pain, desire from consequence. The average American carries over $6,000 in credit card debt at interest rates above 20%. That means every $1,000 you don't pay off costs you $200 plus per year. So when people say, I'm just building my credit, what they're often doing is financing an identity. Part 7. What real wealth actually looks like. Here's the truth that messes with people. Most millionaires drive boring cars, wear normal clothes, live below their means. According to research from The Millionaire Next Door, the majority of wealthy individuals never appear wealthy. Why? Because wealth is stored value, not visible consumption. Part 8. The net worth wake-up call. Let me ask you something uncomfortable. If you sold everything you own and paid off everything you owe, what would be left? That number, not your salary, is your real score. And for most people, that number is way lower than they think. Part 9. The social media distortion. Social media makes this 10x worse. You're seeing highlight reels, sponsored lifestyles, debt disguised as success. What you don't see are the balances, the stress, and the lack of savings. Comparison is expensive, and the algorithm profits from it. Part 10. The shift from appearance to control. Here's the mindset change that actually builds wealth. Stop asking, "Can I afford the payment?" Start asking, "Does this increase my freedom?" That one question changes everything. Part 11. 5 actionable steps to start building real wealth. 1. Separate status spending from joy spending. If it's mainly for others to see, be careful. 2. Build a 3 to 6 month emergency fund. This is the foundation. No emergencies equal no panic decisions. 3. Cap lifestyle increases. Every raise doesn't need an upgrade. 4. Automate investing before spending. Pay your future self first. 5. Redefine rich. Rich isn't loud. Rich is calm. Part 12. The long-term consequence nobody shows. Here's what happens when you stop trying to look rich. Stress drops, options increase, confidence grows. And suddenly, money stops controlling you. Look, this isn't about guilt, it's about awareness. You don't need to look successful. You need to be safe, stable, and free. Stop trying to look rich. Start building wealth. If this video helped you rethink money, hit the like button. It tells the algorithm this message matters. Subscribe to Built for Wealth if you want honest, practical conversations about money without the nonsense. And remember, looking rich impresses people. Building wealth changes your life. I'll see you in the next one.